When I first covered this story, people were, "Oh, you sassy, you just that third. Why don't you believe her?" Why would I? The proof came out. The things just wasn't adding up. DoorDash girl, you remember her? You know what I'm talking about. She accused the man of doing inappropriate things to her. Well, this young brother here, he he got some footage for us. I want to break it down. I want to spread this to everybody that is watching from my side of the internet, just in case you need a refresher. Rolling footage.
Things just got so much worse for the TikTok DoorDash girl because this is becoming a nightmare for her. And if you don't know about this situation, it is insane. So here's a quick rundown. So on October 12th, 2025, a DoorDash driver by the name of Olivia Henderson got an order in Oswego, New York. This was apparently a late night Wendy's order, and from what we know, all she had to do was leave the food at the door, take a picture of the food, and continue on with her night. Instead, she allegedly made a series of awful decisions. The police and prosecution, they're alleging that she pushed the door open and decided to film a drunk dude who was passed out on his couch with his pants down. So in my first video on this story, I reported that she walked into the house because that's what currently was going viral on TikTok. That, from what I know, is wrong. So I have to issue a massive retraction and correction to that statement. All the, at least credible sources, are claiming that she never walked into that house. She was only standing in the doorway. But still, either way, filming and posting what she saw after she allegedly either opened the door or pushed open the door is still incredibly stupid. So if what the prosecution is alleging is true, she seemingly went onto TikTok and tried to destroy an innocent man's life for passing out within his own house with his pants down. Now, obviously, we're not going to show the original video. I can't even find the original video. All I can find is a screenshot. But even if I could find the original video, I wouldn't be showing that here on this channel.
I know a few people who wish they could get rid of their content that quick. Lana Rhodes. Riley Reid. There's a few you wish you could do that. Sorry, it's not happening.
For obvious reasons. You know, because there is a massive privacy issue there. But this is her follow-up video to the original video.
So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on. They were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
Okay, so she says the door was wide open, and the police and prosecutors say otherwise. And the reason they're saying this is because there's allegedly Ring doorbell footage of her either opening or pushing the door open. Now, the only problem is, to my knowledge, that footage has not been released to the public. I was actually hoping to see that footage today in court, but court had different plans for us today.
Because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. I was assaulted. I'm the victim. I lost my job. I'm the victim. I was working. I was literally working, and they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my assault while door dashing. They just fired me, and the police are doing nothing.
Okay, so that's her side, and the prosecution is basically saying something around the lines of this happening.
Sir, I have your DoorDash. Oh! Ew! I'm a victim!
Now, obviously, that video exaggerates things for humor, and again, correction, she didn't go into the house.
Look, she looked like she was putting on a performance. I ain't gonna highlight, when I watched the original before they took the video down, it looked like she was putting on a performance. Like, you know, she knew exactly how she was gonna say it, where she was gonna say it, how she was like, you holding the camera, you ain't got no tears coming down your face, you don't sound strong, you don't even look like you're like, come on, man. The whole thing, it just felt inauthentic and yeah.
From what we know. But this was her final response before the trial.
Hi guys, it's the DoorDash girl. There have been a lot of people saying things like I entered the customer's home or I opened the customer's door, but I can assure you that I did not do either of those things. And I have obtained irrefutable proof that the door was already wide open when I arrived to the customer's house. But due to its importance, I cannot post that proof at this time.
Okay, so we have two sides saying two different things. The only thing everyone can agree on is that the homeowner was laying passed out inside of his own home with his pants down. Then she had her arraignment, which was actually televised, and she asked to ban cameras, but the judge reportedly responded, so now you don't want cameras involved. So I wouldn't say that was a strong start for her, but that was her arraignment. This is how her first hearing went. And as we found out, it didn't go as expected, and it doesn't seem like she's just going to get a slap on the wrist.
Back at the airport again, because today we're heading to the TikTok DoorDash girl.
You know what? I just like shout out to him. I'm not about to spend a whole bunch of money to go do all this. The journalistic passion that some of these people have to go above and beyond. Love it. I salute it. You know what I'm saying?
Trial, which is tomorrow. So we're going to Syracuse, New York now. But I definitely wanted to attend this trial because there's been so many details about this case that have been extremely unclear. So might as well go show up and get them clarified.
Yeah, this is the smallest airplane I've ever been on.
Whoa, man, amazing car. When did you become a millionaire?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the younger.
On.
Welcome to Syracuse, where local time is 2:03 p.m.
All right, so I'm in Syracuse, New York. This is not Miami. Why get an influencer break the law somewhere tropical? Miami was great. This is rough. Tomorrow morning, I'm driving the last 25 minutes or so to get to Oswego. And apparently Oswego is known for being even colder than this spot. So that's awesome.
Good morning. We're getting ready here. It's like 7:50 in the morning here. The trial starts at 7:30. I'll probably try to get there like half an hour early so we have way more time than anticipated. But yeah, for now, coffee, a little bowl of cereal. It's time to wake all up and we'll be good. There's a few things that are probably going to happen today. Or actually, I say that, but in reality, I don't know what's going to happen because there's always surprises when you go to trial. She currently has a public defender, and she's charged with 2 counts. She has one count of Okay, so she has one count of dissemination of unlawful surveillance image. She also has 1 count of unlawful surveillance. Both of these, she's pled not guilty to. As stated, she's currently being represented by a public defender. From talking to the practicing lawyers I know, it seems like it's very likely that a plea deal will happen today. Who knows though? That's why we're gonna go see. The big thing is for her is she filmed the guy. That's why she's charged. You have a whole bunch of arguments about okay, did she open the door? Was the door already kind of opened? How was the door when she found it? There's now alleged Ring camera footage showing that she either opened the door or pushed the door open before she started filming. That's the really damning evidence. So we have the police alleging that she opened the door and started filming. And then we have DoorDash essentially banning her from the platform because she filmed the customer. But she's claiming that she's the victim in all of this, which is why, all of her TikToks started in general. So it will be interesting to see how her defense argues for her in court. If I was going to be making any predictions on what's going to happen is, I guess, plea deal, I think they're going to be very lenient on her. She didn't even have to bail out, so she was released on her own recognizance, meaning she didn't have to pay bail. It's basically just...
That was a dude, you know damn well he was coming out of pocket immediately. They're not letting him back out that easy. Hell no. And look, I don't know what's going to come from it, but you went out your way to go see firsthand for yourself. And I gotta say it again, I salute that. Hey, to be honest with you, and I know I said it a few minutes ago, but to be honest with you, if I could really get down like that and move like that, I think I would. Just because I love the legitimacy of these discussions. You want to make sure that the people can tell and they can feel that you are authentic about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Honor system. It's like, hey, you can go. You don't have to give us anything. We just trust that you're going to show up to court. So I have a feeling that her sentence is going to be, or her plea is going to be very lenient. Most likely she'll be getting some community service, maybe a fine. That's what I'm expecting here, but we'll see.
All right, welcome to Oswego, New York. Beautiful little town. Okay, guys, I just got out of court. I'm now going to find a little location where I can do a quick live stream for you guys. Wow, look at that building. That's beautiful. I think that's the town hall. This is the city courthouse. This is probably the spot. Hopefully we could find some shelter from the wind, though. I feel like my arch nemesis at this point is the wind. Yeah, this is perfect down here. You just got out of the court case for the TikTok DoorDash girl. Something big did happen, but it took a while for anything to happen at all. So I got here at the court at about 9:21. She was on trial at 9:30. This time it was a little bit different because last time we know that we had footage of inside of the courtroom because the news was there. So the news, they were set up, they were filming her. I walk in, there's no TV camera set up. I don't even see any journalists. And basically I was there until the end. I can confirm there was no journalists there. So it's only me that was there, which is kind of interesting. Other updates to this case, she still has a public defender. She has 2 charges. At 9:30, judge walks in, everyone stands up, sits down, you know, the whole thing, and I don't see the DoorDash girl. I think it was just because I didn't see her, because she was sitting in there. And at that time, I was sitting in kind of in the back right of the courtroom, and this courtroom is set up in a, not the best fashion, because there's a column blocking the judge, and the audio isn't really good, and it didn't seem like they had the microphone speakers on the back, so I couldn't hear what was going on. So I had to move around. Eventually, after they went through a couple of the defendants, I got up and I moved. And that's when I could actually see the judge, so I can at least read what his lips were saying, because the audio was still bad. And I think I sat down kind of behind the DoorDash girl at that point, and that's when I had spotted her. Going through my notes real quick. One second. Oh, no. All right. My hands are frozen. Why did I not bring gloves? As a Norwegian, I should have known better. So 10 o'clock rolls around, and I see who I think is the DoorDash girl's public defender. 10:25 rolls around. Nothing yet. Okay. So at this point, I've been here for a minute. 10:50 rolls around. Woman who looks like the DoorDash girl, who I think was, she gets up after talking to her public defender and leaves. And I'm like, uh-oh. What's going on now? Is this another Jack Doherty situation where there's some continuation? Do I have to show up tomorrow? I don't know. I wait around even further. Then we have probably another 40 minutes of waiting. They go through the last people. The judge then is waiting for one of the defendants to show up. So we get through them, and suddenly it's just me in the courtroom. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going up on the stand. So that must mean it's over. I go out to the clerk, I talk to them, and I'm thinking, okay, there's a continuation that happened. Instead, I found out this was divested to county court. So originally, where we're at, this building right here, this is the city court. So city court, I mean, this is kind of like small fines, but hers was divested to county court. So as I said, originally she was in city court, but now county court, that's the main state court. So that means most likely she's facing way more serious charges. Or, well, not way more serious charges. The charges are still the same, but most likely they could penalize her a lot harder. So according to the lawyer that I've been talking to, that's the prosecutor that moved it there, most likely because of all the public attention on the case and the public outcry. So that means that most likely she won't get a slap on the wrist. So currently she is facing 8 years in prison. That's her max sentence, because it's a 4-year max sentence for each of the felonies. And her minimum sentence seems to be a couple years of probation. And that is if she's convicted 100% though. It seems like she was moved to Superior Court. So that's actually even worse for her. Uh-oh. So that's what we have right now. She's currently facing 8 years in prison. That's the worst case. She's not going to get that. But her minimum is at least a couple years on probation. Either way, she shouldn't have done this. This is a big self-inflicted thing that didn't need to happen. I don't know why she decided to do that. Those are all the updates for now. And I have to go find out when the next court date is. Because if it was just moved till tomorrow, that's very convenient for me. Because then I only have to extend by 1 day. But if I have to keep extending weeks on out, I gotta go home. I can't be here for weeks. I can't be a new resident of Oswego, New York until all of this resides. Who knows? All right, we did a successful live stream. I'm actually fairly happy with that. Now, let's grab a coffee and then head back to the hotel and knock out this video. Skincare and beauty bar. Hold up. Is the coffee shop right here?
The coffee shop is in here.
Oh, awesome.
Yo, shout out to you, sir. Again, you think she about to get 8 years? You really think she about to get 8 years? I don't see it happening. I don't. Like he said, a couple years probation, house arrest, or whatever the hell you want to label it. She'll be good to go, and then she can get back to social media and do what she does best. the problem with that is if you give her that lighter sentence, is she going to learn from this? Is she even going to take any type of accountability for that at all? Like, seriously. Because she's still going into this as if she didn't do anything wrong. Like, it's one thing to be like very like, I know I'm the victim and I'm a defendant to the very end. She knows she ain't right and she's still playing like she the victim. I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all tell me.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, we've secured the iced coffee. I would definitely recommend checking out that coffee spot because they were super nice in there. Other than that, let's get back to the hotel and finish this video. Okay, so I'm now back here at the hotel. I started off on one side of the courtroom, but when I positioned myself in the courtroom, I quickly realized I picked like the worst seat possible in the house. Because as I walked into the courtroom, the door never closed. So it was open and there was constantly people going through the hallway talking. So it was hard to hear the judge. Then for some reason, the speakers that were like kind of behind you, normally they're connected to the judge's microphone. So you can actually hear what the judge is saying, but they were not connected. So I couldn't hear the judge. Then there was also a pillar in front of me. So I couldn't see the judge either. So I just picked the worst seat in the house. And I'm here to report for you guys. And if I can't see nor hear the judge, that's a problem. So I ended up crossing to the opposite side of the room and I went to the front bench so I can actually hear the judge because, again, the speakers were not on. So I sat there and I was looking around for Olivia and I couldn't find her. So then I'm sitting here like, okay, am I in the wrong place? But I double checked. It was the right judge and I was in the right courthouse. So then I was wondering, did she not show up? Well, there was a woman sitting in front of me, but I didn't put two and two together because I was looking for a lady with, curly red hair. But the woman in front of me had brownish blondish hair, and it was straight and it was in a ponytail. So that threw me off. But it wasn't until after she stood up and left that I was like, oh, wait, that might have been Olivia. And after talking to the clerk, it probably was. But anyway, she left. I was sitting there until no one was there. And the judge was like, oh, wait, why are you here? And I'm like, I'm just here spectating. And he was like, well, it's all over. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'll see myself out then. So I then went to the clerk and I talked to her and confirmed, no, this was the correct venue. This was the correct judge. And that was probably Olivia. And I found out all the new information about her case. But I guess if Olivia's telling the truth, everyone owes her an apology. If she's lying, then it seems like she tried to ruin the life of an innocent man for attention on TikTok, I guess. Now, should he have been passed out with his pants on his ankles? Probably not, but also he was in his own house. But either way, Olivia claims that she has proof that the door was open from the start. And the prosecutors, they have the opposite. So they also have proof that she opened the door. So as of right now, it's a he said, she said. We don't know the answers because I didn't see any proof from either side today. Regardless, though, this is now a nightmare for Olivia because this has now been moved to a higher court. But whatever the outcome of this trial is, I will be updating you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video. And
shout outs to him. We're going to see what happens. I thought we was about to get a verdict or something. I guess they about to prolong this a little bit further. Y'all tell me, she innocent? She guilty? Does she have some substantial evidence that's going to free her from these accusations, or is she just another person on the list who ruined somebody's life for no reason at all?
Welcome aboard the flight. This is pilot Pushite talking. We going back to Memphis and coming straight from New Orleans. The estimated time of arrival is about an hour, and I can turn your ghost if you try and play with my power. So when you look up and see the sun flashing, stay in your seat. If the flight attendant say you making trouble, then we got beef. The turbulence might get rocky. You better not spill your food. This is bread and plain if you get it messy.